WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman, and joining us in this segment, we've got Susie Traubert, and Susie is the president of Dinner Season with Love. Let's try that again. Susie Traubert joins us in studio, president of Dinner Season with Love. Susie, good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Well, thank you for joining us here today, and glad to have you. We saw you out at Chili Fest, or I guess I saw you out at Chili Fest, and it was like, what are we doing? How do we not have you on the air? And so we fixed that here today, at least for this time being. And we want to start with kind of your regular programming, we'll call it, or regular dinners. What can you tell us about those dinners that you have that are throughout the calendar year?
Okay. We have a monthly free community dinner every month, third Saturday from 11:30. We serve from 11:30 to 12:30. Everyone's invited. It's just a good time to get together, speak, make new friends, catch up with old friends. And it's usually, it's a variety of meals. It's just a good time.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit, if you would, about just the fact that you have them once a month, right? Because that's an endeavor in its own right. So what does that kind of take on your end?
On our end, a lot of patience and a lot of time, but it's all worth it when you see people meeting other people and bringing the community together to see. If we don't know what's in our community, how can we build our community? It gives us an opportunity for everybody to understand who people are, what they do, what they need. Everybody needs something. It could be friendship. It could be fellowship. It could just be somebody to go out and have dinner with, which is basically we do. We treat you like you're at a restaurant. You come in, you sit down, we bring you your silverware, your placemat, we give you a drink, and then you wait for the meal. But we basically do it because the reason we do it is we just want to bring people together. With all the negativity in the world, we want to bring people together so that there is no harshness for anybody.
And when you consider hosting a meal, what a great place to do so, right? A great medium to have that type of conversation over a nice plate of food. But when you think about, too, just what this takes to put on, you mentioned to me family. Family is what we like that feel to be.
Yes.
How does that look? Say I have never sat down for a meal with Dinner Season with Love. You mentioned to us that it's kind of a restaurant style. We'll sit you down. Do we kind of maybe encourage you to socialize and get out and about? What do we do?
Well, you walk in, there's a whole bunch of tables. We greet you, we have you sit down, get your drink. And, we ourselves, the ones that are not busy preparing the food at the time, are out there talking to people. Just conversation. How are you today? What's up with you? And we have regulars that come in that we do end up spending time with too, because that's what we're there for. We do it to make sure that people are seen and heard.
And heard. And for you, is this something that you kind of came into, or is this something that you helped get started?
I was there for the very first one in 2007, but there was more of us than there were people participating. So go maybe 5 years down the road, I started helping again. And then when Mary Milling stepped down, she asked somebody to take over. And there was about 10 of us that said, we'll take it over. And we've been doing it since as ourselves, December of 14.
December of 2014.
And then we became our own entity. So we are our own. We serve at a church, and we have churches that are involved, but we are our own entity. We make our own decisions that way. If you tell us something that you don't like, we take it right back to the board. We discuss it. Something you like, we do the same thing. That way we listen to the people that come to the dinner.
Yeah.
And what they would like, we try to do what we can to bring that to fruition.
So we'll consider it technically established in 2007, kind of.
Yes.
Not in its edition that it is today.
Yeah.
But we'd say by December 2014 is when we kind of separated and made it what it is more so today. Yeah. Okay. So we've been going 11, almost 12 years strong.
Yeah. Yes, we have.
Got to be feeling pretty good about that, considering you stepped into this role and have really helped in that regard.
Yes.
For you, I'm just sitting here thinking about what it takes. But we haven't talked, I guess, where they happen.
Mhm.
You mentioned church.
Yes.
Is that something at like Davis Memorial?
No,
or
we're in the gym at Calvary Baptist
gym at Calvary Baptist on the third Saturday of every month
Yes.
for our regular dinner.
Regular.
For our regular dinners. And I call them regular dinners, but I don't know. Is that kind of what you consider them on a month-to-month basis, or what do you call them? Yeah.
Yeah, because we have more people that come at Christmas and Thanksgiving
Okay.
and Easter than we do the other time. But it is what it. I mean, we can't be. We know we're the third Saturday every month, but everybody in town doesn't know that because other things are going on.
Sure.
So it is hard for us to get some people because there is another poll for another event or whatever, and we understand that.
But when I sat down with you at Chili Fest, the main thing that I liked was that anyone was welcome.
Yes, everyone is welcome.
Anyone is welcome. It does not
Does
matter.
not matter.
The dollar amount that you got in your pocket. It doesn't matter. It's about coming together for a meal and enjoying that with people that you might not know, that you might know, all in between.
You never know. You can be a blessing to someone and someone can be a blessing to you. And it has nothing to do with anything but that plate of food in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you just happen to sit down with somebody or somebody introduced you to somebody else.
And I've got to say, as my hunger continues to grow and we talk about plates of food, what does serving kind of look like? Is that something that we typically do like an entree type meal, or an entree with a meat portion, I guess, and then a couple sides? What's that typical dinner maybe look like?
Well, it depends upon what it is, of course. We have chicken and noodles, which we then have green beans and usually a salad with, or rolls. We'll have sloppy joes and macaroni and cheese. And, we have a big long table, and the people that serve you your drink will come up here and get your meal and bring it to you, to your table. And if we have enough volunteers, we'll clean up after you. If not, usually people are cleaning up after themselves. But during the slow months, we may not have as many volunteers, but we try to make it as easy for you to come and eat and enjoy the company as we can.
I would say you've done a pretty good job of that, considering anyone's available to do so.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost me anything to actually go in and sit down. I get served restaurant style. I mean, there's not... I don't know how much easier you could almost make it. You'd almost have to take them there, I guess.
Well, if we could, we would, but
we maybe could use some volunteers. We'll talk about that as well. But the third Saturday of every month, you mentioned, was that 11:30 to 12:30?
That's when we serve. We usually open the doors at 10. So if you want to come as early as 10, drinks are usually ready by 10. So you can come in and see who's there, talk to us, and you never know.
And maybe if the drinks aren't completely ready, maybe you step up to the plate and help out for just an extra moment. With that being the case, the third Saturday of every month, we're calling it the regular dinners, kind of. But we also want to today talk about holiday dinners, because those are now just
coming
around
up
the corner, which is crazy. Tell me a little bit about the Thanksgiving dinner that you maybe have planned, or the November dinner.
The last 2 days, I've been cooking turkeys, so we're ready turkey-wise. The menu is turkey, mashed potatoes with gravy, stuffing, noodles, green beans, and a roll, and of course desserts. And it's going to be this coming Saturday, and we will be all week long working on getting it all ready, because it's not something you can just do the night before.
No,
it takes about a week to 2 weeks to get it all done.
A week to 2 weeks. Wow. So you've already started on the turkeys.
Yes, turkeys are done, and everything's where it needs to be. We just need to finish it, I guess.
So it sounds to me like a very, we'll call it traditional Thanksgiving dinner. It sounds like pretty much everything that I would want on my plate is going to be on the plate that's being served. When it comes to donations, gathering turkeys for a Thanksgiving dinner like that, is that something you're looking towards the community? Is that something you've received donations for already and can put to good use? How does that look?
Okay. We've ordered for this meal coming up Saturday. We've gotten everything pretty much. But usually I just put on Facebook, anybody know where turkeys are for sale? And I've got, the mayor's done a really good job of making sure we get 12. Now this year we're, with everything that's going on in the world, we're upping our game, because there's a lot of people that may be, more in need than normal, which more than welcome. Come on down. We'll feed you and we'll have a good time.
Yeah.
And then I've put on Facebook too about other donations for canned goods and whatever. And the community usually steps up.
Okay. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout then for the Facebook page. I would assume that's Dinner Seasoned with
With
Love.
love. Yes.
On Facebook. Be on the lookout for the things that are needed. What do I do in terms of, let's say I have a few extra canned food items that I want to bring,
Yeah.
maybe a turkey to you.
Yeah.
Is that something I message the Facebook page to set up a time, or is there somewhere I can drop
I'd
that?
private message the Facebook page. Yes.
Okay. So if I have the goods, then send a
Yeah.
message and we'll find a way to
Yeah.
collect those. Okay. So that is a look at the Thanksgiving dinner, but that is not all. We'll talk more about some holiday dinners that are coming up as well. We also want to talk donations and volunteers a little more in depth and really hammer home that point. And I'd like to do so again now before we let you go for 3 minutes. Anyone is welcome at these Dinner Seasoned with Love dinners. If they're the third Saturday of every month, they're the third Saturday of every month. Just keep that in mind.
Yep.
And know that they are being served at Calvary Baptist Church as well. We'll be right back with Susie Trauber, president of Dinner Seasoned with Love, here on WTIM, your information station.
Your information station. WTIM. WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman, and joining us back around in this segment, we have Susie Trauber, president of Dinner Seasoned with Love. We were just talking about Thanksgiving dinner that's coming up this Saturday, I believe, if I am correct. And now we want to transition a little bit to that Christmas dinner that'll be coming up in the month of December. Where can you take us with that, Susie?
Well, that'll be on the 20th, and we will have another traditional meal. The only thing different is it'll be ham instead of turkey and carrots instead of green beans. But Santa Claus will be there too. And he will show up at the end of the meal after we serve it. And every child from newborn to 18 will have a present.
Really?
Yes.
How are we making that happen?
Donations.
I love that.
People, we'll have people that show up. Here's a present. And then they go sit down and eat. Or somebody that, has been there before but couldn't come that day will contact us and bring us something.
Love
So we'll just try to. Now, usually from the age 13 to 18, it is a gift card to one of the fast food places in town, because we don't know what teenagers are all over the board.
Yeah.
But the younger ones, usually it's a toy or something similar, coloring, an art set or something like that.
Well, what a lovely way to say that you are a family that's in need. Not only get a Christmas dinner that you might not be able to put on the table, but if you can't put the meal on the table, it's probably pretty hard to put presents under the tree too.
And that's not all we do in December either. We do a looking good, feeling good drive where we get soap, shampoo, razors, combs, brushes, anything that has to do with, looking good, I guess is what I'm gonna say. And then we hand those out. They can go to the table and someone will help them gather up what they need for their family. We used to gather them up and put them in Christmas bags, but an elderly couple of two doesn't need what a young family of four needs. So, and then whatever we have left over at the end, we donate to the community.
Okay. So you've just added an extra wrinkle to me here, right here.
Yeah.
Looking good, feeling good drive. Is that something that's already kind of taking place?
Well, it will be after this week, next weekend. I got to get through Saturday before I can worry about next month. But yeah, there will be at least a drop box at Springfield Clinic Taylorville in the main entrance.
Okay.
Other places I haven't gotten confirmation yet. So,
but we're going to get some others.
Yes, we're going to get some others.
We will get some others.
Yes.
So on top of not only the Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner, now we've got the looking good, feeling good drive as well. I don't want to put extra things on your plate quite yet, because I know you got plenty of turkey to make. So I definitely don't want to do that to you there. But is this again something that, go to that Facebook page, Dinner Season with Love. We're going to have plenty of information coming up.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot. We're also doing a coat drive for this month. If you have a coat that you want to get rid of, drop it by this coming Saturday, and we will donate it to someone in need next month.
Okay. So now on top, an extra wrinkle, a coat drive coming up as well, but that's this month. So if you've got an additional coat, please be sure to bring it. Is the focus then just any coat that you're willing?
Yeah.
Okay. And I figure with the fact that anyone is welcome, but just want to make sure if the focus was maybe on the children.
No, anybody.
Love to hear that. So looking good, feeling good. And one way of feeling good when it's 25 degrees outside would be with a coat too on top of it.
Now you understand how my brain works. It doesn't always flow in the right.
Well, that's okay. That's okay, considering you were just making turkeys. More than one turkey sounds insane to be making. So I mean, I can understand it for you. And you've got other things that you do,
yes,
Susie. We won't out you for those. But when it comes to those donations and volunteers, whether they want to donate to the Looking Good, Feeling Good, we'll have more information about it, whether they've got a coat or whether they'd like to bring canned items. You mentioned us that the Facebook page is the best way to do it. Can you explain that donation process again? Yes.
Usually if we need something, actually we're working on having a place to go on things that we need. We just haven't figured it out yet. We will just post it. And then if you're willing or able, all you have to do is private messages, and one of us will make a meeting time or whatever makes you comfortable. They can bring it to the meal itself, because I've had several people do that, bring stuff. I'm not going to use this. I got it and I can't use it. Okay. We figure out we can use it. And then, just get hold of me on Facebook. I can meet you anytime. I got several other members that'll do the same thing.
Okay. Super easy in that regard. Volunteer wise, the same deal.
Yeah. You can Facebook us. There is actually a form. It's a form on Facebook. I can't remember what it's called, but I will repost it. And it's just a thing to fill out. Want to know what part you would like to help with. Your name and a contact number so I can get a hold of you, so that we can, give you more information or get you started. Or you can just show up.
Totally fine.
The next 2 months we'll have plenty of things to do. And that, even if it's just talking to people and helping serve drinks. I mean, we always need something to people to help the friendship part get started,
Yes. Kindle that
and
keep that going. Well, again, anyone is welcome to these dinners that are on the third Saturday of every month. They start serving at 11:30, but doors opening about 10 a.m. So keep that in mind. Looking good, feeling good, that drive. More information coming out about that. Drop-off locations will be available out there as well. A coat drive coming up with this Saturday's
Yes.
Thanksgiving November dinner with Dinner Season with Love. Susie, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
My goodness.
Hope to see many people that I don't know
I sure hope
next
so.
Saturday.
For you, in this case here, Susie Trauber, we do know her a little bit, president of Dinner Season with Love, joining us on WTIM, your information station. Visit them at their Facebook page for more.